Welcome back to Journeyballaholic, the best talk show for basketball addicts. I'm your host, General Hannibal X. Now, in this episode, we're going to be discussing my top 10 power forwards in the NBA today. Now, if you saw my last videos, we did the top 10 point guards, went over the top 10 shooting guards, and we broke down the top 10 small forwards. Listen, I'm a ballaholic. I'm absolutely addicted to basketball. Now, just like everybody, I've got my own opinions. But if you like opinions that are backed by facts, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, but also be sure that you hit that bell notification and turn on to all notifications. That way you'll be updated whenever I drop new videos.
Are you ready?
Now, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this thing. The top 10 power forwards, I got to start with number 10. I got to go with Draymond Green. To me, he's like a Swiss Army knife. Draymond, he can defend, one of the best defensive power forwards in the game, but he's also a secondary playmaker. Right, for many years he's led the Golden State Warriors in assists, and he's able to rebound, push it off the break. Sometimes he can shoot. He's having a career low, like 4 points, 4.5 points, or something like that from the scoring average. But despite his offense drastically falling off over the couple of years, I gotta put Draymond at number 10 because he just does so many things on both ends of the court that helps the Golden State Warriors be successful. Okay, coming in at number 9, I've got to go with LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, LaMarcus Aldridge, to me, though he's fallen off from what he used to be before he got to San Antonio, especially when he was with the Portland Trail Blazers, LaMarcus Aldridge is still, to this day, one of the best mid-range jump shooters in the game. It's almost automatic when he gets a mid-range jump shot. Now, his defense has never been extremely elite, but I like the fact that he still is consistent offensively where you can run your offense through him. And the Spurs are in the thick of things in the playoff out west, and you got to give LaMarcus Aldridge a lot of credit for being one of the cogs, one of the centerpieces in that Spurs rotation. So to me, LaMarcus Aldridge, though he's on his decline and falling out of the top 10 for where he's been, he comes in today at number 9. At number 8, I'm going with the young guy. I'm going with John Collins here. Now, John Collins, to me, he's got a lot of potential. This young fella right here has got a lot of potential. He's an above the rim threat. He can rebound it. He can push it. But what I love about John Collins, which is very underrated, he's an elite shooter. This young fella right here has the ability to not only pick and roll, but he can pick a pop. And with a young guy like Trae Young out there running the point guard, John Collins is the perfect big man, especially in the modern NBA, to be able to play inside and outside, above the rim, and he can shoot. Like, John Collins has the offensive package that you need. And like I say, he's a beast on the glass as well. So John Collins, though young, he's up and coming, and he comes in at number 8. Now, moving over to number 7, this guy right here, some people may consider him a small forward. I put him in that power forward position, and that's Tobias Harris. To me, Tobias Harris is the 7th best power forward in the game because he has a wing game, but he's got a little bit more power, a little bit more size than some of the other small forwards that we've seen out there. Tobias Harris, listen, he's back under Doc Rivers, and he is balling. He's giving you almost career highs from the field, from the three-point line. He's stepped his defense up somewhat. He's still, he's not an elite defender, but he stepped his defense up. Credit to Doc Rivers as well. Tobias Harris is going to be, if the Sixers are going to be successful, it's going to be Tobias Harris being that number 2 scoring option that's going to potentially take this team to the Eastern Conference Finals and potentially even to the NBA Finals. So coming in at number 7, I got to go with the 20-plus point scorer, Tobias Harris. Now, coming in at number 6, this is where things get real interesting. Coming in at number 6, I got another young guy. He doesn't have the NBA resume yet, but just off of sheer talent, sheer production, I gotta go with Zion Williamson. I gotta go with Zion here. To me, he's my favorite player in the game. So is there a little bias in this? Yes, but Zion's a beast. Zion, to me, has the potential one day to be the best of all of these guys on this list. But right now, he's not there yet. He's not accomplished enough. He's got to do more, specifically on the defensive end. But we've seen his high-flying shot blocks. We've seen his dunks at the rim. Like, he's the number 1 scorer in the paint. To be a young guy, I mean, to be leading the NBA and scoring around the basket on dunks and layups, his ability, his acrobat, man, listen, this guy's just insane. He's absolutely insane, and he's only getting better. His passing is underrated. He's actually still shooting the ball from the outside. Not a lot, not a ton, which he shouldn't need to, but he's hitting from the outside. Surprisingly, He's hitting from the outside for those who thought he couldn't shoot the ball. So he's still got to work on that jumper to get more consistent. He's got to work on getting a right hand. But if they're not stopping the left, keep going to it, young fella. Coming in at number 6, I got to go with Zion Williamson. Now, you want to talk about somebody who always uses their left hand and similar to Zion Williamson? How about this one? Coming in at number 5, having an absolute breakout season from the New York Knicks, Julius Randle. Man, listen, this young bull in the china shop, I love everything about him. He goes to his left a little too much, but he's got a 3-way game. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound, he can push it. Like, Julius Randle is a guy that you don't want. If you're the defender, when you see him coming full steam ahead of you, you got to make some professional career decisions if you're going to decide whether or not to stand in that paint and potentially take a charge. And he's got a lot more control of his body. Listen, the Knicks right now, some would say, are overachieving. And you got to give all that credit to Julius Randle. There's a lot of talks about them potentially trading Julius Randle. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Knicks fans, you better hope you all hold on to Julius Randle, because what you're going to get in return for him is probably not going to be better than the talent that he has, and I don't even think we've seen the best of Julius Randle. Julius Randle right now, despite his inability to really be a rim protector, his inability to really dominate on the defensive end, offensively, on the glass work, facilitating, he gives you everything you want. He comes in at number 5. Now, moving over to number 4, this is where we start getting into the real cream of the crop when he's talking about the power forwards. This is like the second tier list of the power forwards. Coming in at number 4, I got Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors. Pascal, to me, is a guy who's already proven he can be the number 2 option on a championship team. Not many guys can say that. Not many guys can say that, but he's proven it. The question is, can he be the best player? In my opinion, he can't. But right now, the Toronto Raptors have the 4th best power forward in the game. Defensively, he brings it. Offensively, he's inconsistent at times, but you still have to like his package where he can shoot from the outside. Got to get better, but he can shoot from the outside, and he can put the ball on the basket, up and under moves, spin moves. Like, Pascal Siakam is giving you the experience that you need, the 2-way ability that you need. He's got to get clutch though. If the Raptors want to get anywhere, if they want to make the playoffs, we're talking playoffs now, from the team that won a championship a couple years. If they want to make the playoffs, Pascal Siakam's got to take his game to another level. But as of today, I got him coming in as the 4th best power forward. Now, let's jump over to number 3. This right here may be a surprise to somebody. Hopefully it's not. If you're watching the NBA game like I'm watching it, this shouldn't be a surprise. The 3rd best power forward in the game today, Domantas Sabonis. That's right. That's right. The son of Arvydas Sabonis. Sabonis is an absolute monster. He's a man-child, inside, outside, on the glass. He's dominating. Double-double. He's giving you a double-double. That's what you want. You have a power forward. You want him to be able to imprint himself in the paint, be able to have the versatility to step outside, be able to be multifaceted. Domantas Sabonis is doing that, and why do you think the Indiana Pacers are as good as they are? You got to give Domantas Sabonis a lot of credit, man. So he comes in, surprisingly to some, to those who are truly knowledgeable about the game. So you tell me who's better than Domantas Sabonis besides the guys I got listed at number 2. Let me know in the comment section below. Speaking of the top 2, we're going to jump into the top 2 power forwards in the NBA. Now, there's no surprise here. We know who the top 2 guys are. It's Anthony Davis and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The question is, who's better? Who's better? The Greek Freak or the Brow? It's no question that these are the top 2 guys. The only question you have to ask yourself is, who is the better guy between these 2? Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not an easy decision. It's not. But you got to break this thing down systematically. To me, Giannis is, without question, the better regular season player. But in the playoffs, Anthony Davis has shown he's better in the playoffs. What makes Anthony Davis better in the playoffs that Giannis, as far as Giannis not being able to be as good as he is during the regular season? It's a consistent jump shot. It's a consistent jump shot. Anthony Davis has handles like a guard. He has his jump shot like a guard. Giannis, who can handle the ball, we know he can rip it and run. He can get to the paint. He can Euro step. He can jam all over top. He's much more athletic than Anthony Davis. He's defensively, these guys are very, very close. I mean, Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Honestly, I think Anthony Davis should have won it, but they gave it to Giannis. I get that. They were 1 and 2. I think you're going to be seeing something similar to that this year from a Defensive Player of the Year. Both of these guys should be in the top 5, top 3 possibly of Defensive Player of the Year. But where they really differ is on the offensive end. Giannis is a beast around the basket. He's better than Anthony Davis at finishing strong. He's better than Anthony Davis at finishing high above the rim. He's better than Anthony Davis as far as attacking the rim. He's just better with that more of a killer mentality at attacking the rim. Where Anthony Davis has that edge to me is his ability to shoot the ball from the outside and to shoot the ball from the free throw line. Now, he's dropped a little bit from the free throw line this year, but from the free throw line, Anthony Davis is better. From the mid-range, he's better. From the three-point line, he's better. That versatility opens his game up, and it makes him a better postseason player. Look at the stats, man. Giannis he's a generational beast in the regular season. When it's up and down, it's high flying. When defenses start to key in on him in the playoffs, and that floor shrinks, it's tough for him. So because of that, I've got to go with Anthony Davis as the number 1 power forward in the game, with Giannis coming in as the second best power forward in the game. It's close. You could literally flip a coin. And if you think Giannis is, I get that. Let me know in the comment section below who you choose as the best power forward in the game between Giannis and Anthony Davis. It really shouldn't be any question but those two. But I'm going with Anthony Davis. Listen, I appreciate you for taking a look at this video. Until next time, make sure you all stay safe in the streets. If you missed my last video where I broke down my top 10 small forwards, go ahead and click the box on the screen right here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until then, be safe. General Hannibal X, I'm out. Peace.